my town, Denver. Only my job has me riding out all too often. My name's Slade. I'm a detective, a troubleshooter for hire. And this time it started right here. When an uninvited guest slipped into the hotel room of a friend of mine, the little present he rigged up for my friend was to fire off all kinds of trouble.
If you solve this case, Mr. Barabee, you'll be the most important detective in the country. I'll see you at dinner. I'd like to tell my associates what you've learned. You know, when $1 million vanishes, you can lose more than sleep. You can lose a railroad. The Denver and Texas Railroad has had its share of holdups, but never anything like this, Mr. Slade. That's why we sent for you.
All right, sir. Let's have it.
But about 4 months ago, the Mexican government sent $1 million in bullion to the Denver Mint, where it was converted into pesos. Well, sir, our railroad was entrusted with the job of delivering that money to the Mexican authorities at El Paso. We made up a special car, put 4 special guards on it. When the train pulled in at El Paso, the 4 special guards were missing. The $1 million was also missing, and so was the special car.
That's ridiculous. You can't misplace a railroad car.
It's gone, vanished without a trace. We've searched every inch of the route.
Doesn't sound like any gang I ever heard of.
Well, the Mexican government thinks it may have been the work of revolutionaries, the followers of Manuel Garcia. $1 million will buy a lot of arms. The only trouble with that theory is not a single coin has been passed either side of the border.
And how do you know?
Well, they're easy to trace. Every coin bears the mark of the Denver Mint, a small D. Federal investigators have drawn a blank. Pinkerton's done no better. If the Denver and Texas has to reimburse the Mexican government, it'll put us out of business.
Not a single lead, huh?
Nothing. Less than a week after Pinkerton went on the case, their investigator, Bev Barabee, was murdered.
So Bev's luck ran out, eh?
Did you know him?
Yeah, he was an old friend of mine.
$1 million. They'll stop at nothing.
Where'd you get this?
Well, last night, a man got involved in a brawl at the Occidental. They locked him up. When they searched him, they found that. He's our first and only lead, and he won't talk. Well, how about it? Will you take the case?
$1 million, eh? Sounds just tough enough to be interesting. Yes, sir, I'll take it.
Good. Well, where do you start?
Well, first I think I'll pay a visit to that jailhouse, Mr. Franklin. Good day.
Good day.
A case like this is a challenge. It can end only 2 ways. You solve it and you're a hero. We end up with a bullet in your back.
Mr. Slade?
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Longo. My name is Slade. I'm a private detective.
Detective? Just what I need, a detective.
So where'd you get this Mexican coin, huh?
Mexican coin? Never had one.
Oh, it was found in your pocket.
Maybe somebody put it there.
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe I got it in change at the bar.
They don't use Mexican money here in Denver.
Hey, you calling me a liar?
That's right.
You're real pushy me here.
Well, now, Joe, you just do a little talking and we can continue outside, all right?
I don't know nothing. There's nothing to tell you.
If you want to rot in jail, that coin was stolen and we can prove it. You can't prove where you got it. see, and it'll take about a year before your case comes up. Court calendar's kind of crowded right now. But don't worry, Joe. If any of your friends try to bail you out, we'll toss them in here to keep you company. Okay, buddy, it's your funeral. Jailer?
Yeah.
Keeping Joe Longo in jail didn't solve anything. He looked like the sort who'd never talk. But I was further ahead than the other investigators. I knew Joe Longo was mixed up in it, and I knew he came from Santa Clara, a small town not too far from El Paso. Down for the night?
4 bits.
All right, if you feed.
I feed.
Gene! Where you from, stranger?
Around.
We got a tough marshal here. If you're on the dodge, stay clear of him. Gene! He's the laziest boy. He takes after me. You hear me, Gene?
Coming, Pa.
In advance, stranger.
All right, Gene.
Hold it.
Hey, them barrels don't match.
That's right.
Well, I get it. Rifle one barrel, shotgun the other, huh?
Got good eyes.
Yeah. I'm a good judge of people, too. Spend your life hanging around a livery stable, you get to know folks better than a doctor. Get so you can pigeonhole them. I can't figure you, friend.
That makes us even.
Shotgun Slade. It's been a long time.
Abilene, I think, wasn't it, Dave?
I believe it was. Have a seat.
Better pull these shades down.
Well, I know this is not a social call. What's up?
We got a man in Denver jail by the name of Joe Longo. Ever hear of him?
Yeah, him and his sister Francie. They own the Longhorn Saloon. What's he in for?
The $1 million Denver and Texas train robbery. We found one of the gold Mexican coins on him. Something I should know?
You know, I've been here for going on 5 years. I always figured Joe and Francie's mixed up in plenty, but I've never been able to pin it on them, and I'd sure like to. $1 million. That's kind of pushing it, ain't it?
Sure is, Dave. Thanks, Marshal.
Oh, Slade, watch yourself with her. Francie plays real rough.
As long as she plays. Ma'am?
You're on the wrong side of the bar, mister.
Say, I understand the best-looking gal in Santa Clara is Francie Longo. That couldn't be you by any chance now, could it?
Now, what do you think?
Well, I'm thinking if you're not, I've been misinformed.
Something I can do for you?
What do you do best?
You work fast, mister.
Where can we talk alone?
Aren't you crowding your luck, handsome?
We'll see about that later. Business first.
Oh? What business?
Joe. Just left him in Denver.
Over there. What's Joe doing?
Ooh, not much of anything last time I saw him.
It sounds like Joe, all right. Now, what did you want to talk about?
He sure wasn't kidding when he said you have everything.
You're a pretty fancy talker, mister. I didn't catch your name.
Barlow. Michael Timothy Barlow. The people who really like me call me Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Well, you certainly make a fellow feel welcome.
About that business.
Well, Joe said he could put me in line to make some big money. Fast.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This.
Where'd you get that?
Joe.
Oh?
That's the real thing, all right.
So it's the real thing.
Take a good look. Denver mint mark, only foreign coin ever made in this country. Same mark as on a silver dollar.
That's very interesting.
We can peddle them abroad. I got connections.
I'm not in the money business.
I don't blame you for being cagey, Frenchie. I would be, too. I can handle a lot of this if the discount's right. You think about it. Oh, think about me, too. I'll be around.
Well, what's he up to?
Him and Joe got together in Denver. Said I could put him next to a good thing.
That don't sound like Joe. He'd have written first.
Maybe he thought the 20 pesos was enough.
It's funny, ain't it? Here we got $1 million and nothing to do with it.
Maybe we shouldn't have double-crossed Garcia. Maybe that was our mistake.
Maybe. But even that's out now. I got the word he's dead. Rancy, we've got to find a market.
He says he's got connections abroad, that he'll make a deal if the discount's right.
What's he call himself?
Mike Barlow.
Gee! I think me and your friend Mike Barlow are gonna have a real friendly visit. Mutually advantageous. Shake your stumps, boy! This is business! Get over to the hotel. Mr. Barlow's room. Fetch him here. Hold it!
Oh. Didn't your pa tell you to always knock before entering?
He wants to see you. You don't like cannons either. So you better leave it here.
Get moving. Sleep tight, Junior. Boy got a little fresh. He'll be along when he wakes up.
I don't like violence, Mr. Barlow. I'm a plain man, and I talk plainly.
Good. I like plain talk about money.
We'll get along, sir. Sit down.
Thank you.
I understand that you're a friend of Joe Longo's.
That's right. Gave me this. Said Francie would understand.
Did he say how much was involved?
I read the papers.
I mean at your end.
We can do business if it's all on the level. As good as this.
I wouldn't try to pass off phony money, not on you, Mr. Barlow.
Sure, but still I'd have to see it. Things can happen, you know. You might have just enough of this to get us rolling and then try to pass off some phony. My people wouldn't like that.
Of course.
Now, Garcia's dead and you have no place to move this stuff, right?
You know your way around, friend.
Look, let's put our cards on the table. You need me as much as I need you. I'll take $250,000 worth of the stuff as a starter.
How much you pay?
25 cents on the dollar.
You're greedy, Mr. Barlow.
Stuff's got to be moved from wherever you've hidden it. That costs money. And it's got to be shipped abroad, more money. It'll have to be sold at a discount, too. Not too much profit when you add it up.
35 cents.
I don't dicker.
Nice work, son. Search him. We'll find out who he really is.
He's clean, Pa.
An honest man, carry papers on it.
He's as crooked as a corkscrew.
That's a bad habit you've got, son.
Well, that makes us even.
Treat all your customers like this?
When I have to.
In that case, I'll take my business elsewhere.
Not so fast, friend. My old ma always used to say that a crust of bread is better than none when you're hungry. You show me you got what it takes and it's a deal. We'll both give a little. Get $10,000 in earnest money and I'll show you a railroad car full of gold pesos.
Fair in business, partner. Next time, Sonny.
You get him real mad at you, gee, he's gonna kill you. I don't think you'd like that.
How's business, beautiful?
Mike, where have you been the last few days?
El Paso. Dad wanted to see some money, so I had to telegraph my contact.
Well, the least you could have done was to let me know. I was worried.
Oh? About me or the money?
About you, darling.
Hey, what makes you so hard to get along with, huh? Anything doing while I was gone?
Ab. I've never seen him so nervous. Do you know that he thought you'd walked out on us?
And your fat friend's not much of a poker player, is he?
Then he decided that maybe you and I had gotten together to double-cross him.
Oh, you'd never do a thing like that, would you, Francie?
He's greedy. I don't like greedy people.
Of course you don't. Yeah, there's really not too much in it for us when you come to think of it.
Oh, I don't know.
Ab will grab the biggest share at this end. I'm just an agent. Small pickings, I'd say. You got larceny in the eyes, Francie. I can tell. Like your fat friend, I'm a student of human nature. What do you say we go partners?
You kidding. Ab would kill us.
That's my department.
You don't know him.
The woods are full of guys like him. Who's guarding the car?
Nobody.
The railroad guards. Weren't they in the deal?
From the beginning.
And?
They're dead.
Oh. Well, how far is it?
It's not far.
Can you get a horse without Ab knowing?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Meet you out back in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Where's Francie? Stepped out.
Where?
She didn't say. You seen Francie?
Well, Joe, long time no see. And you walk right up to me and all you say is, you seen Francie?
You seen her?
Not tonight, I ain't. Is there something wrong?
I broke Denver jail.
You broke jail? Your friend Mike Barlow didn't say nothing about you being in trouble.
Barlow. I don't know anyone named Mike Barlow.
The fella you give the gold piece to?
Now, take it easy, Ab. I got into a brawl at the Occidental and they threw me in the cooler.
Keep talking.
They found the gold piece. private detective. Shotgun Slade had it last I knew.
Tall, good-looking fella about your age.
You know him?
Gee! Saddle 3 horses.
Tired?
We're there,
Where? I don't see anything.
down the grade. It's an abandoned mine shaft against the hill. Hasn't been used for 20 years. Tracks used to lead from here to the shaft. After the car was uncoupled from the moving train, we braked it downhill into the mine. Then we ripped up the tracks and covered the entrance with rocks and brush.
Huh. Well, it's quite a deal. Stand back. Come on.
It's all here. Only this box was opened. $1 million.
We know you're in there, Slade. Throw out your gun.
It's Ab. He followed us.
You hear me, Slade?
Stay back.
Come on.
I'm going to get you, Joker.
Dean!
Keep back now. Here he comes. What are you doing?
Ab, he made me do it. Please, he forced me.
It's too bad you couldn't have stayed on one side, Francie. Just for a while.
I wasn't changing sides, honey, honest.
Save your breath, Francie. Come on.
You all right, Slade?
Yeah, I'm okay, Dave. Thanks to you. Got another customer for you inside. An ex-millionaire.
Let's go, Francie.
And that almost winds it up, Mr. Franklin.
Almost.
Yes, there's just one more thing. You see, no one knew when that train was arriving in El Paso except you and the engineer.
Well, of course I knew.
And you picked the special guards to watch the treasure, didn't you?
Of course.
A lot of good men died to satisfy your greed, Mr. Franklin. And the funny part is, no one made a dime out of it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's where you're wrong. You see, Ab Corbett talked. And so did the girl. All right, officer. Gold affects people in a strange way. Sometimes ordinarily honest, upright people will lie, cheat, and murder when they see gold. Especially if there's a lot of it. $1 million worth.